back to another video. Today we're going to be wrapping Christmas presents, and today is Christmas Eve, so totally waited till the last minute on this. But no, in all seriousness, so the presents didn't come in till yesterday. Slower shipping, delayed shipping, you know, it's the holiday season. That's how it works. So before we jump into that, I'm probably going to do mostly a voiceover or Christmas music, but I did want to just show you guys real quick what I'm wrapping with, so the different wrapping paper prints I have. Hopefully the baby won't wake up. She's over there in the bassinet. It's been a touch and go morning. Not much napping, but jump into this real quick and then get going with wrapping. So these first three ones are ones I've had for a few years. This one is like gold reindeer print. There's one that Nina had picked out, I think 2 years ago, and oh, baby girl, she still absolutely loves it. So there's still a fair amount left on the roll. So I'm still going to continue to wrap her presents in this. And then this one I had picked out. I think I find better ways to store my wrapping paper. I always end up cutting off the ends because they're get all ripped and torn in storage. But this one was one I picked out because I love the little trucks for Christmas. This is green trucks, just like a cute green truck print. I love that. Probably not so much the kids' presents in this, but more like adult gifts for people outside the family. And this one especially is for that. I got this one like probably also 2-3 years ago. It's just a very basic Merry Christmas. Like some like postage stamps and trees. Very simple print. But yeah. For the kids, those were the only 3 prints I had left from last year. Usually I try to incorporate like some fun prints, but of course I always run through them because they're for the kids. So I did end up getting a couple new ones this year, and because my presents ended up coming late, I ended up going to the store late to get them, and I was looking everywhere. And maybe it's my local Walmart, looking everywhere for the fun kid prints, and I finally, at the back, those were aisles of wrapping paper, and all of it is like this, like super mature, like more grown-up prints. And I couldn't find any like fun kid ones. Finally, at the very back of the Christmas section, I found the bin with kids wrapping paper. We got a Grinch, because everybody who doesn't love the Grinch, it's a favorite in our house. And also a long time favorite, the Peanuts. They also had a picture, like on the side of the bin, they showed all the prints that should be in the box, and they had a picture of a Garfield one. I love Garfield. So I was looking for that one, but like all the tubes of it were gone, so I was so sad. But I was able to grab the Peanuts and the Grinch, and then I actually had to run back to Walmart. Sorry if you hear a bunch of noise in the background. Bruce is in the bath, so he's splashing around singing. No, I had to go back the next day because I forgot gift boxes, which I got this time. This little 6-pack or 5-pack of gift boxes. But I had to go back for that last night, and that bin, it was one day after, like 2 days ago was when I got that wrapping paper. Last night I went back, empty. That whole bin was just like I think it was like 2 or 3 fun prints left, and like a whole bunch of just like more of a plain wrapping paper, and it's just like, okay, got rated. So yeah. Don't follow my example. Go shopping for Christmas stuff early. Get it while the choosing is good. I'm going to go grab her real quick, and then we'll get going with this wrapping. Jumping right in here to wrapping. Firstly, Nina, if you're watching this video, sweetheart, you're not going to be able to see any of your presents early. I made sure yours were all cleverly hidden in boxes before I even set up the camera or pressed record. My oldest, Nina, is about to be 16. She has access to the phone, access to the internet, all that, so I would not put it past her to click onto this video and try to see what she got early. Anthony already knows I'm not wrapping his stuff on camera, so he won't be able to see either. Merry Christmas to everyone else. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying your Christmas, or if this is after Christmas, totally great too. Hopefully you can find
a way to use this motivationally in some other aspect. But yes, this is one of my favorite videos to make every year. I love to wrap gifts, even though it gets to be a lot with Christmas with everybody, but that's okay. I still like to have a lot of fun with it. With 4 kids this year, I went a little more minimalistic than I usually do, focusing more on the quality of the gifts rather than the quantity. I think everyone ended up with about 3 or 4 presents, and then of course everything that goes in their stockings. But yeah, we got everyone pretty much big ticket items, so they're definitely not missing out. Christmas is going to be fantastic, and there will still be plenty of presents under the tree. Even with only 4 or 5 a person, we have 6 people, so that's still, even with 4 or 5 a person, that's between 20 and 30 gifts. So yeah, definitely wanted to have more meaning behind the presents rather than just having a lot of them. So here I'm really struggling with these bows. I love putting bows on my gifts. Ribbon's a little much for kids under 5, but I love putting bows on them. But I couldn't get the backs off these bows, like the sticker backs, to reveal the sticky. So finally I just came up and used some tape to stick them on there, and that just took some of the headache out of it. For tags, I do have 2 different types here. You'll see me sometimes using a pad and sometimes just writing on a sheet. I got a pad of the brightsy, more colorful fun prints for the kids, and then a 60-pack from Dollar Tree of a little bit more of mature prints, like some birds and trees and snow, just more, I guess less brightsy, more of what I would think to put on grown-up presents, but all still so pretty, so fun. Oh my goodness, I just love wrapping. It's all the different prints, all the different colors. It's one of my favorite parts about Christmas. And of course, it takes twice as long to wrap them as it does for everyone to unwrap them in the morning, but it's just all part of the fun. If you notice me talking in the video, that is because Anthony was in the room. He was running around trying to get himself and the kids ready for Christmas Eve service at church while I was wrapping presents. No, the older kids were not up in our room. That was just baby Cassandra, but he was going past the camera a couple times, up and down the stairs, and yeah, all the chaos of Christmas Eve. It would be so much easier to do this at night after the kids are in bed, and that is generally when I wrap gifts. But at this phase in our life, it's actually is rather hard to do. Libby is still sleeping in the crib that's behind me in the whole video, and then Cassie sleeps in the bassinet. And of course, they go to bed around like 7. I mean, if it was just Cassandra, I could probably do it, figure out a way to have all the lights on and do that, but with Libby in the room, no, that would be very distracting for her. She would never get to sleep, so maybe next year I'll be able to do that depending on how Cassandra is with sleeping, but yeah, at least for now, this is the way we had to do it this year, and you know what? I'm embracing it.
Christmas is on its merry way.
So I'm curious, do you have any Christmas morning or Christmas Day traditions that you consider to be kind of unique or just something you love doing? I'm curious because I don't really have anything specific. I mean, I get up on Christmas morning and make breakfast, but when I was at church today in the nursery, I was talking with one of the other mommies, and she was telling me about this game they play, like with all the families over, like all the, all the extended family and everything. And it sounds like so much fun. I forget what she called it, but it's basically where you take several rolls of saran wrap and you wrap different gifts in the different layers. And when you start, it's kind of like hot potato. You start with one person and you have to pull off an entire sheet together. You can't rip the plastic wrap. You have to take the whole sheet off without tearing it to be able to get the gift that's underneath it. And while that's going on, the person next to you is rolling dice like crazy to the goal for them is to get doubles, because when they get doubles, your turn is over, whether you've gotten 0 presents or 5 presents, and it goes to the next person. It goes around and around. And she said she makes her bowl like really big. It has a lot of just like little presents, like, candy or something like that in it. But she said it's so fun. Like, her family goes crazy over it. Adults and children all together like it. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what, I'm not going to try to force anything to happen, but we don't have anything like super fun like that, but I just thought that was interesting. So I'm curious, let me know in the comments below, do you have any fun traditions like that? Place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means
'cause every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
Here we have it. Most everything wrapped. I think I might have one or two more little things. Of course, Anthony's gifts to still wrap. But yeah, for the most part, we're good. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this and got some good motivation out of it. And we'll see you on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.